So it's no big secret that mobile devices are being taken up in huge numbers. So our latest figures show us that 40% of the smartphone market in Australia sold this year, I think, were iPhones, and overall smartphones, so the phones that are basically portable computers, represent about 80% of phone sales. So it doesn't take much of a stretch of imagination to think that maybe another year 95% of phones sold will be smartphones, and that easily half of them will be iPhones, or if you can, iPhones, Android, something similar to that are capable of displaying websites. So a smartphone that you buy now is reasonably capable of displaying most fairly well put together websites. There are exceptions, and depending on how the website's put together, it may look good or not good. Something that's pretty important though is that if someone's looking up your website on their phone, it is probably less likely for them to be just poking around trying to find information, and much more likely that they actually want to contact you. So ensuring that phone numbers are easy to get to, that the address is really prominent, things like that are going to be pretty important. And so if we're designing for mobile compatibility, then we want phone numbers and addresses to be obvious. So I'm just going to go and make a simple change to this page to make it a bit more mobile friendly. So call us on 4950 1140, visit at 5 Cowper Street, Wallsend, South Wales 287. If you please call ahead to make an appointment. Okay. So I'm just going to bold phone number and the address. Alright, I'll update that. Okay, so if I look back at our home page now, and you can see, so phone number and address is there, easily and prominently found. Now, if I then show you what that looks like on an equivalent to an iPhone screen, so basically the smallest screen we can make Safari display on the mobile version of the site, it will look something like this. So you can see we've got the header, the menu has been split out and presented as different links so people can get around easily. There's a phone number, and if you're using an iPhone you'll probably be able to click on that, and possibly on the address as well. And then the rest of the page, and it's all formatted so it'll load nice and quickly. The graphics are all reduced in size, and it's in a nice column type format, so we're not trying to make people zoom in and out to look at the page. Similarly, if you look at some of the other pages within this, so if I go to just the WordPress page for example, just shrunk down the pictures, text is all there, formatting's been simplified, some links to our the thumbnails, so it's just in a format that's easy to flick, because you've got to remember I'm not going to be using a mouse wheel on a phone. I'll be just flicking my finger, so I just want to go whoosh, and slide up the page really quickly and get to what I'm wanting to find out about. So that's a simple way that we can set up a mobile site, and we're probably going to be going through and making that default addition to all of the WordPress sites that we have, just as a good free add-on. But if you wanted to have a custom designed template, so if you want this to look in a particular way, we can create a theme just for the phones, and that may not be necessary, but if you wanted to carry across particular branding feel, colors, or reduce the menu options that are on the page or something like that, then certainly we can make it so that your mobile page is much more accurately representing your overall branding. So if you're interested in that, just have a talk to us. Really shouldn't underestimate the mobile browsing market. There are people who are ready to make decisions, they're looking for contact details, and they are increasing in number every day.